The Sly Fox. The Sly Fox, author, Samson Hung, illustrator, Maggie Lee, supported by Sam Chu, Helen Chan. Once upon a time, there was a red hen that lived in a house in the forest. She lived with 3 of her chicks. They had a happy and peaceful life, and nothing seemed to concern them. However, one day, a sly fox moved into the house next door. He knew the red hen was living next door, and planned on catching her chicks. But it would not be an easy task. The red hen was always very careful and clever. The fox thought, "Let me come up with a plan to catch those yummy chicks." On a typical day, the hen would go out to the market for food in the morning. In the afternoon, she would go and find her friends. Before sunset, she would make sure that she was already at home to take care of the chicks. The sly fox studied the hen's usual activities, and he came up with a way to sneak into the hen's house. He waited until she was away and made a dash into the front door. He dressed in a hen costume and raised his pitch. "Hey chicks, Mom is back. I've got you some really delicious cakes," the sly fox said. The chicks were still half asleep, so they weren't aware that something was wrong. The fox continued, "Yes, those cakes are in this big bag. If you climb into the bag, you can grab a slice of cake for yourself." While the fox was pretending to be the hen, the red hen was actually paying her friend a visit. Then the chicks entered the big bag, and there were slices of cakes for the chicks. The chicks quickly munched on the sweets without it a second thought. They all cried, "Such a yummy slice of cake. It tastes great." After hearing the chicks' compliments, the fox showed his cunning smile and revealed himself. He popped out of the hen costume and scared the little chicks. The chicks were trying to escape and retreated to the bedroom, but soon they were feeling dizzy and could not feel their feet. They started to lose balance and fell down. The fox laughed hideously. "Ha ha, I've added drugs to the cakes. They won't hurt you, but you are going to faint. And I am going to bring you back home to make a big feast." He quickly grabbed the 3 little chicks and put them into the big bag. He tied up the bag and headed off to his home. On the way home, the fox decided to stop by the riverside and get some water. After all, he needed water to cook his feast. At the riverbank, the fox realized that he was quite tired after catching the young chicks. He decided to take a nap next to a tree. As he slept, the 3 chicks started to wake up. They then called out for help. "Help! We are trapped inside the bag. The fox tried to catch and eat us for dinner." Luckily, the fox was so tired that he did not hear the screaming. The red hen passed the river and heard her kids' voices. She quickly figured out the sly fox plan and came to the bag to rescue her chicks. She picked up a sharp tree branch next to her and started to break the bag. Finally, she was able to cut the bag, and the chicks were able to get away. It was not until an hour later that the fox awoke and found that all his prey were gone. "How could this happen? I had the perfect plan," the fox screamed. But it was no use as the hen and her chicks were all back home safe and sound.